arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people had on their card just a couple of weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead-up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here, and I think we're in for a treat.
On the return, Travion Henderson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs. And now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream. I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early, and I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd and short, and here is May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
To throw on 1st down is May. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the ground, here is Henderson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
May to throw on 2nd down. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it's going to be 3rd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a first down. Stevenson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it, and the Patriots are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
Darnold to throw on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Darnold to throw on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Open left side is Barner. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
At the Patriots' 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Good blocking, and he's in. Sam Darnold, touchdown Seattle.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, Travion Henderson. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. He'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
May going to hold on to this one. And he's going to have the first down yard across the 50 to the 48.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Patriots first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On second down, it's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
1-yard gain.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that is incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for.
It's now 4th down.
And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for their second possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
It's 2nd and
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll motion a tight end right. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down. As he gets it up past the 30, they'll mark him at the 32.
A gain of 12. First down, Seattle.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. In motion is Barner. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold as they've got it with 1st and 10. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play taking it into the red zone. A big play here in the big game. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Darnold to the air once more. The left side, he's got it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? To throw again is Darnold. That's dropped off for Walker. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
To the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Darnold to throw. He's got it at the 3.
Darnold's pass complete to Rashid Shaheed.
Third and goal. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Down this close, 3rd and goal. I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on 4th down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6?
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This about as short as you can get. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Here comes a return from the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll get this off to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Stevenson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's got Douglas going deep. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board. And there's an element of instincts. There's an element of understanding offensive game plan. And then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Throwing is May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That complete to Henderson. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And, yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They gained 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Walker. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
When you run these quick smokes or tunnels, wide receiver screens, they go by a variety of names. When you throw the ball to your wide receiver behind the line of scrimmage, you're counting on the defense playing very soft, and it's all going to be run after the catch. He's able to pick up enough here to bring up first down.
Outright Smith-Njigba has it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Darnold. He'll step up and run. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
And the Seahawks.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defense's strategy down here defending their own red area, Mike, is either takeaways or field goals. And I think after that last sack, this drive is trending a little bit more towards 3. A couple plays ago, it was looking a lot more like they were going to give up 6.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Now, Darnold. Long, incomplete. Coverage, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now May. They'll find the rookie third-round pick, Kyle Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Solo 3 puntos, muchachos. Un punto más, un punto más.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. May now on first and 10. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's another
That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down. First and 10. Here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, second and a yard. May to throw again. He's got room at the 30. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. New England going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. May to the air once more. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. And the Patriots will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
So after that kick, they cut the deficit to 3, and every point matters, especially in these close games. As they look to build on this in the second half, every possession coming away with points, touchdowns, field goals. It's going to be one of those back-and-forth games.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get about 5. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Darnold. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll step up and run this. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
A gain of 14.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
He takes off, and he will get into the end zone. Sam Darnold, touchdown Seattle. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead.
Patriots 10.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. A return now from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. No chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Once more, it's Henderson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
3rd, they need 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 32 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And it'll be second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. To throw now. May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll take this to about the 28. Jalen Hawkins there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. In motion is Barner. Darnold now to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Barner. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold to the air once more. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
3rd down and 9. Darnold to throw again. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
May to throw on second down. That's to the right side and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On third and long, here's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own
the Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Walker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's brought it down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Seattle.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
The tackle by Jelani Tavai. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Second down and 8. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play here in the big game. 35 yards.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Here's May again. That's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 4. A give to Henderson, running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1.
Down by Carlton Davis. 1-yard gain. brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds at the 45. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
2nd and 10. Darnold to throw. He's across midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Seattle.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
It is 2nd and 9. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Once again, it's Walker. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. In motion is Barner. They'll try and run it with Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Walker. punch. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Patriots 16.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Has completed to Douglas. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's another Patriots.
Slot man in motion right. They'll drop to throw. Left side, he's got Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. To throw again is May. Quick throw, taken in. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up. May to throw again. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20.
That's good.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup.
For the pylon, he's in. Great May. Touchdown, New England.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2.
Working out of the gun. It's May. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Patriots 24.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points. That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, they cannot stop the clock. Just a couple of kneel downs should do it. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. And that'll do it. For the first time in more than a decade, the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our